Have you ever opened your eyes at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, needing to get up and go to the bathroom again? You look at the clock, sigh, and wonder why your body keeps waking you up like this. Maybe it's been happening for a few months. Or maybe it's been years. You try to fall back asleep, but your mind starts to wander. And before you know it, you're staring at the ceiling, wishing for just one full night of rest. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Many people over the age of 60 deal with the same thing. It's called nocturia, which simply means waking up during the night to urinate. For some people, it happens once or twice a night. For others, it can happen 5 or 6 times. No matter how often it happens, it can make sleep feel short and frustrating. And we all know, without good sleep, it's harder to feel good during the day. Now, most people think this is just part of getting older. And yes, some changes in the body do happen with age. But here's the thing many doctors don't always explain clearly: waking up at night to pee is not always just about aging. There's usually a reason, and in many cases, it's something that can be improved, or even prevented. Today, we're going to talk about that reason. We'll look at what's really going on inside your body that makes this happen. And we'll talk about what you can start doing today to sleep longer, feel more rested, and take back control of your nights. So let's begin with something simple but often overlooked: the timing of your fluids. It might surprise you to hear this, but drinking most of your water and other fluids late in the day can be one of the biggest reasons why you wake up at night to use the bathroom. Think about it for a moment. Many people stay busy during the day and forget to drink enough water. Then by the evening, they feel thirsty, so they drink glass after glass. Some people drink tea or warm milk to relax. Others drink water with dinner, then maybe a bit more before bed so they don't feel dehydrated. It seems harmless, right? But here's what happens. Your kidneys are still working. They're processing those fluids. And since your bladder doesn't sleep, all that liquid gets stored until there's no more room, forcing your body to wake up and send a message: time to go. That might not seem like a big deal if it happens once. But when it happens night after night, your sleep cycle is interrupted again and again. And your brain never gets the deep rest it needs to repair and recharge. One of the easiest things you can try is to shift most of your fluid intake to earlier in the day. For example, try drinking more in the morning and during the afternoon. Then, after dinner, limit yourself to small sips if you're thirsty. If you enjoy herbal tea or warm drinks in the evening, try drinking them at least 2 hours before bed. That gives your body time to process and pass the fluids before you fall asleep. Now, let's talk about something else that plays a big role: what you eat. Certain foods can actually irritate the bladder or act as diuretics, which means they make your body produce more urine. And the tricky part is, these aren't unusual or rare foods. They're things many people eat daily without realizing the effect. Caffeine is a big one. It's not just in coffee. It's also in tea, chocolate, some sodas, and even certain pain relief pills. Caffeine not only increases urine production, but it also stimulates the bladder, which can make you feel like you need to go urgently. Another group to watch is acidic or spicy foods. Things like tomatoes, citrus fruits, vinegar, or chili-based seasonings can be irritating to the bladder lining in some people. If your bladder becomes more sensitive with age, these foods can lead to that frequent urge to go, even when there's not much urine in the bladder. And then there's alcohol. For some, a glass of wine or a little whiskey at night is a way to relax. But alcohol is a natural diuretic, meaning it encourages your body to lose water through urination. That might mean extra trips to the bathroom before bed, or worse, in the middle of the night. If you suspect your eating habits might be playing a role, one helpful thing to do is keep a simple food and drink journal. Just for a few days, write down what you eat and drink, especially in the evening. Then make note of how many times you wake up at night. You might start to see a pattern. For example, you may notice that on nights when you have tomato sauce with dinner, or drink cola, your sleep is more interrupted. Once you spot a pattern, you can begin making small changes. You don't have to cut everything out all at once. Start slow. Replace caffeine after lunch with herbal tea. Try cutting back on spicy dinners a few nights a week. Choose earlier mealtimes when possible, so your digestion and bladder have time to settle down before bed. These two steps, changing when you drink fluids and paying attention to your diet, can already make a big difference. But there's another important factor that many people don't think about. That's what we'll look at next. Because even if you eat well and drink at the right time, your nighttime bathroom trips might still be caused by something else happening in your body. Now, let's look deeper at what might be happening inside your body that causes you to wake up and pee at night even if your drinking habits and meals seem balanced. This next reason is something many people don't expect, but it's very common after the age of 60. It has to do with changes in the bladder and how your body produces certain hormones. As we get older, the muscles around the bladder can become weaker. That means your bladder may not stretch or hold urine as well as it used to. So even if there's not a lot in there, it might send the signal that it's full. This often leads to a feeling of urgency, even in the middle of the night. You feel like you have to go, and your brain responds by waking you up. Now think about how many years your bladder has been working for you. Decades of stretching, squeezing, and holding. With age, like any other muscle in the body, it can become a little less flexible or strong. That's not your fault. It's simply how the body changes over time. But here's the good news. Just like any muscle, the bladder can be supported with the right habits. There are gentle exercises you can do, like pelvic floor exercises, that help improve bladder control. They're easy to do and can be done sitting down, standing, or even lying in bed. These movements work the muscles that support your bladder and urethra, which helps reduce those sudden urges. Another important change that happens with age is how your body handles hormones, especially one called antidiuretic hormone. This hormone tells your kidneys to slow down urine production while you sleep. In younger people, this hormone works well, which is why they can sleep through the night without needing to go. But after age 60, your body may not produce as much of this hormone. As a result, your kidneys keep making urine even while you sleep. And that, of course, fills up your bladder and wakes you up. This is one of the reasons why many seniors find themselves getting up more than once during the night, even when they're not drinking much in the evening. It's not just about fluids. It's about how your body is managing them. Understanding this is helpful, because it shows that your sleep problems are not just in your head or something you have to accept. They're connected to real, physical changes, and that means they can often be managed with care. Now let's talk about medications, because this is something that surprises a lot of people. Many common medicines, especially those for blood pressure, heart conditions, or even diabetes, can affect how often you urinate. Some medications act as diuretics, they help your body get rid of extra fluid. This is important for managing certain health issues, but it also means you might be visiting the bathroom more often, especially if the timing of your medicine is later in the day. For example, if you take a water pill or blood pressure medication in the late afternoon or evening, you might be encouraging your body to release fluid during the night. And that can interrupt your sleep, even if you're not drinking much water after dinner. If you think this might be the case, it's a good idea to talk with your doctor. You can ask whether it's possible to take your medicine earlier in the day, or if there are alternatives that may be less disruptive to your sleep. Never stop or change your medication without guidance, of course, but don't be afraid to bring it up. Good sleep is an important part of your overall health. It's also worth mentioning that some sleep aids or over-the-counter nighttime products may contain ingredients that irritate the bladder. Even natural remedies can cause unexpected side effects. So if you've recently added a new pill or tea to your bedtime routine and noticed more nighttime urination, that could be connected. Now let's take a moment to talk about movement, because your level of daily activity also plays a part in this issue. Staying active during the day helps your body regulate fluid better. When you move more, your circulation improves. Your body naturally gets rid of more fluid through sweat and normal bathroom visits, which helps reduce the load on your bladder during the night. But if you're less active, your body may hold onto extra fluid, especially in the legs. This fluid can shift back into your bloodstream when you lie down at night, increasing your need to pee. This is something called fluid redistribution, and it's one reason why people with swelling in their ankles or legs often have more bathroom trips at night. One simple trick is to elevate your legs for a little while before bed, maybe 30 to 60 minutes. This encourages any fluid buildup in your lower body to return to your system earlier in the evening, so your kidneys can process it before you go to sleep. Also, consider a gentle walk after dinner. It doesn't have to be far or fast. Just 10 or 15 minutes of slow, steady walking can help your digestion, your circulation, and yes, even your bladder function. These are not major changes, but they are practical steps that can make a real difference. You don't need to turn your life upside down to improve your sleep. Often, it's just about understanding what's happening in your body and making small, smart adjustments. Waking up to pee at night might feel like something you have to live with, but the truth is, you may have more control than you think. From fluid timing to food choices, from medication routines to daily movement, each step you take helps you build a better night's rest. There's still more to talk about, though, because sometimes, even after all of these changes, the issue continues. And in those cases, the cause might be something deeper that needs more attention. But that doesn't mean there's no hope. It just means we have to keep looking at the full picture, including your sleep habits, your environment, and your overall health. Let's keep going, because there's one more piece of this puzzle that's often forgotten, and it's your sleep environment and bedtime routine. You might not think your bedroom or evening habits have much to do with your bladder, but they absolutely can. In fact, the way you wind down at night plays a big role in how deeply and how long you stay asleep. If your room is too warm, too bright, or too noisy, your sleep becomes lighter. And when you're not in deep sleep, your brain becomes more alert to any signals from the body, including the bladder. You might feel the urge to go to the bathroom even when it's not urgent, simply because your brain isn't fully resting. One simple step is to look around your sleeping space. Is the room dark enough? If you have light coming in from windows or devices, try using blackout curtains or turning off screens at least an hour before bed. Some people find a small, dim nightlight helpful to avoid harsh light if they do get up, but avoid anything too bright. A cool, quiet, and dark room gives your body the best chance at uninterrupted sleep. Noise can also be a problem. Even low sounds from outside, like traffic or neighbors, can disturb your sleep cycle. A white noise machine or a soft fan might help drown out those sounds and keep you in a deeper sleep. Now, let's talk about your routine. What you do before bed matters. If your mind is still busy, or your body feels tense, you're more likely to sleep lightly. And again, that means you're more likely to notice your bladder even when you wouldn't during deep sleep. Consider setting up a calming bedtime routine. This doesn't have to be complicated. Maybe it's a few minutes of gentle stretching. Maybe it's listening to calming music, reading a peaceful book, or even practicing slow, deep breathing. You want to send your body a clear signal, it's time to relax. And while we're on the topic of relaxation, stress also plays a hidden role in nighttime bathroom visits. When you're under stress, especially if it becomes a long-term feeling, your body stays on alert. That alert state keeps your muscles tight, your heart rate a little higher, and your sleep lighter. Some studies even show that stress hormones can affect the bladder, making it more sensitive. It might not be easy to eliminate stress completely. But finding small ways to manage it, like talking with a loved one, getting outside during the day, or taking time for yourself, can calm your body and help you rest more deeply. Now, sometimes the issue of nighttime urination is linked to other health conditions. These include things like diabetes, sleep apnea, or even prostate enlargement in men. In women, bladder issues may become more noticeable after menopause. If you've tried adjusting your habits but you're still waking up multiple times every night, it might be time to speak with your doctor. Don't feel embarrassed. This is a very common issue, and a good doctor will understand. They can help check for any underlying causes and guide you through your next steps. In some cases, simple treatments or changes in medicine can lead to big improvements. Also, consider how often this is happening. Waking up once at night to pee is normal for many adults over 60. But if it's happening 2, 3, or more times and affecting your energy during the day, it's worth paying attention to. Your sleep is just as important as your diet or your blood pressure. It affects your mood, memory, immune system, and how you feel overall. Let's take a moment to remember what we've talked about so far. Nighttime urination isn't always something you have to accept. Often, it's linked to habits you can change, like when and what you drink, what you eat, how you move, and how you prepare for sleep. It's also connected to how your body works with age, including hormone levels, muscle strength, and medical conditions. But the more you understand what's happening, the more you can do to improve it. And that's the best part, you're not powerless. Even if this has been going on for years, you can start making changes now. Small steps can bring big results over time. You might notice fewer nighttime trips after adjusting your fluid schedule, or deeper sleep after creating a calming bedtime routine. Every small win helps. You've taken the time to learn about your body, and that's something to feel proud of. This shows that you care about your health, your sleep, and your quality of life. And that's a powerful thing, because change starts with awareness. If this video helped you understand something new or gave you an idea to try, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Share your experience, or tell us what works for you. Someone else watching might benefit from your story, too. And if you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who are going through the same challenges. Don't forget to subscribe for more easy-to-follow tips made especially for older adults who want to live healthier, sleep better, and feel more in control of their bodies. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You deserve rest, comfort, and peace at night, and that starts with knowing how to care for your body in simple, practical ways. You're not alone, and you're not stuck. Here's to better nights, more energy, and feeling your best every single day. Take good care of yourself. You've earned it.